putting pineapple on a pizza?
I loved it as a kid.
It shouldn't fucking go on it. That's the
It
fucking
shouldn't.
answer.
No, I agree with you 100%. And my best friend, Aiden, if he listens to this podcast, hello, Aiden, I'll recommend it to him for sure because he'll love this. But he was always a big advocate of not having pineapple on a pizza. And it's taken me a while to get around it, but I agree. It's just like fruit's got no place on a pizza. Not anything that sweet and that juicy. I love pineapple and I love pizza, but the two together don't work. Not my current, not the way I see it right now.
Look,
Back as a kid, I would eat anything.
Before I get infuriated by this, I'm just going to move on. What's the... in one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
The most anxious I've ever been with everybody. And I'm being dead honest with that when I say that.
I mean, we're at that age now that we kind of grew up with the start of the internet.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's made everybody a lot more socially anxious. It's connected more people, but I feel like
But therein lies the problem. That's the thing about the internet. It's just the fact that you've got this access to everybody. Like, I get anxious of getting messages from people and just like, I don't feel like that. I feel like I should be on call to talk to people 24/7. I'll always want to talk to my friends, always, but it's one of those things where you just need time to yourself, and that's everybody. That's just not me. Everybody needs time to themselves to decompress and to not think about what's going on outside. But we've got that niggling thing in terms of having a phone, having access to people all around the world, and I've got friends all around the world that want to keep in touch. And I always want to keep in touch, but I always need time for myself. And it's the anxiety of looking at it and just thinking, oh, yeah, you need time to yourself. That's what essentially what I'm saying.
Is the person you're talking to really the person you think you're talking to? Like catfishing, like that show Catfish.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way. If you get time, MTV
for reality TV, I actually don't mind that show.
It's not a bad show, but like you might think you're talking to this 31-year-old Yugoslavian model, and really it's fucking Baza in the back of fucking Dugong, sitting on his fucking couch in his undies, having a chat to you.
Yeah, and I think there's a very good I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but there was a very good comedy. It's like a mockumentary called American Vandal. Have you ever seen it?
Is that the one where he draws dicks everywhere?
Yeah, but it's actually so much more. It's so much more in depth than that. It's like in terms of its toilet humor, it's very funny, but it treats its source material very well, and it does touch on those things about the idea of of having this whole social media aspect and being exposed to it and what it does. I can't imagine what it'd be like growing up as a kid. I work as a school teacher from time to time, and I'm kind of glad I didn't grow up with that. They do
let him near children. I repeat, they do let him near children.
Yes. And if the children do listen to this, everything that you hear is 100% true.
Fucking hell.
No. Oh, God.
And this is why
I've got a lot of explaining to do. But no, I think with the whole social media aspect, I'm glad we didn't grow up with that, like, in our teenage years. Like, mobile phones were just becoming a thing when we were growing up.
Mate, when I was a kid, if I wanted to go and hang out with a friend, I had to fucking either walk or bike to his house, knock on the door, go to his mum or dad. Oi, is Daz at home? Can he come out and play? It was either, no, fuck off, you're at the wrong house, or no, fuck off, you're not his friend, or, it was either, he is, come on.
What happens when you're trying to ask a girl out, dude? Like, it's pretty easy these days, but you have to call.
No girl had a mobile phone. Like, I remember having to call, like, my very first girlfriend. I used to have to call her house phone, and either a dad or mum always answered first.
Yeah.
And how fucking nerve-wracking that is.
I know. Yeah.
Like, kids today don't get that. They've got the Tinderers and the fucking Bumbles and the fucking Messengers and shit.
Do teenagers have Tinder? Like, I don't know.
Fuck,
like,
probably.
They probably have access to it somehow.
Fuck. But, like, all they have to do now is message, you know, hey, are you home? Like, message mates, hey, you home? Can I come? How fucking lazy is that? Just go. If you live right near them, go walk down. Hey, do you want to, you know...
And that's,
do you want to go out and hang?
Therein lies the problem. It's the fact that we can connect with people just with messaging, but we don't physically see what it is they're doing. That's what we had to do, and that's I think that's very important.
Zach, in saying that,
yeah,
I am a very lazy fucker right now, and I would do exactly everything I'm saying not to do right now. But I lived through that, so I can do it now.
Yeah.
Where right now, I mean, I'll be in my room. My wife will be in our bedroom, which is at the front of the house, and I'll message her. I go, "What are you doing?" Or, "Can you get this for me?" Or, "What about this?" Instead of fucking physically, walking out of my room and walking 10 meters down the hallway to say, "Hey, what's for dinner? Or what's this? Or do you want me to do this?" No, I'll just message her. So I am a bit of a hypocrite when it comes to that. But young ones never had. The whole point is that the young ones never had that anxiety of ringing a house phone and going, "Shit, I have to talk to one of her." Like, you're sitting there with your fingers crossed, going, "Hopefully they pick up. Hopefully they pick up. Hopefully," because you know. What you do is at school or whatever, you'd go to the girl and go, "Hey, I'm going to call you. I'm going to call you at 7 o'clock. Make sure you answer that phone at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then, like, if she didn't, you'd be like, "Hi, Mr. or Mrs. He's such and such." Like, "Oh, yeah, well, I'll get it. Well, fuck, all right." And the worst thing is, you remember when you used to have two phones in the house?
Yeah.
And you'd be halfway through.
Yeah, and they would be able to listen.
And then one, like,
too,
their brother or their sister or their mum or dad would pick. I mean, you could hear it. You could hear it be picked up. And you're like, "Is there somebody on the phone?" No. Get up the phone, you fuckwit.
Yeah. Oh, well, you grow up in Penrith, around the Penrith area. I grew up in the Southern Highlands. And I'm going to be honest with you right now. I only ever did that. I only ever tried to call up a girl for a house once. That's all I had the confidence doing. I didn't really have much.
Did you write her a letter?
Pardon?
Did you just write her a letter?
She probably would have responded to that better. She was the intelligent type, and she still is. From what I understand.
Oh, so you don't know her? Is there any special girls in your life right now? Do you still get anxious talking to a girl?
Not as much as I used to.
Let's just go back.
I'll tell you what it is.
Like
I'll tell you what it is. Working on the cruise ships made me a lot more comfortable because I was forced. I was forced to actually learn to talk to people.
It used to be, and if anybody knows me, I'm a very out there kind of person. I have no filter in what I say. I'm a very confident person. I'll just talk to whoever, whenever. I don't care. And I just remember when you and me used to hang out at the clubs and everything. It used to be me always making the first conversation starters with girls for you.
Yeah, well, you got to remember the context. It was actually a big change for me around the time because when we first became big friends, like I was very overweight. I was well over 100 kilo, and I had no confidence. And then I decided to make that change to try and drop weight, and I dropped a lot of weight. I dropped like 40 kilos in 6 months.
You dropped it like you just disappeared. You You went Osama bin Laden-esque. You just disappeared.
The weird thing about that is, though, even though the weight disappeared, my confidence wasn't there because I still felt like I was, and I still feel it to this day to a degree. I was just like so body conscious, and with the social media aspect that we've been talking about.
Titties?
Say again?
Is it because you got slight man titties? Is that why you feel?
Man, I think man titties are the shit. I don't care what people say. Everybody should have man titties. Fight me.
Fight me in real life.
Fight me in real life. My man titties will knock you out. Anyway.
Go on.
Man titties are real titties as well, you know.
Go on.
This is no way going to become viral from my count.
No, keep going. It could. There might be a man titty appreciation company out there.
Pardon?
There could be a man titty appreciation page out there that will love this.
I'm sure there will after this. But
going to create one.
Man, we should. It would catch on like man titties.
Bitch tits incorporated.
Yeah. But no, even though I lost all that weight, and I'm sure that people that experience like dramatic weight loss, like they lose the weight, they look good, but in their head they don't feel. They still feel like they don't look good. It takes a long time to get used to that. And to me, I lost all the weight, but I still haven't connected to that thing of, yeah, I'm okay with the way I look, you know.
And this is what I never get. This is what I never got about someone like you or people like you, as in the industry you're in, is that you have no confidence to go like talk to girls or in social interactions. And you're like, but then you'll get up in front of thousands of people and fucking sing your life away and perform. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you can do that, but you can't. You can do that in front of thousands of people, but put you in front of one girl or a couple of people that you might not know, or you have to say, and you fucking shrivel up like a shrimp.
Well, like I said, I've actually gotten better in due time, just because. I'm not focusing on you. As soon as I start talking, I'm fine, and that's the secret behind it. And this is one of the things you taught me, is the fact that you just talk, and if they respond, they respond. If they don't, they don't. That's as simple as that. You know, do looks count? Yeah, that these days it's becoming a lot more of a problem.
I'll tell you now. Zach, stop there. I'll tell you now. Looks do not count. If you've got a personality, you can make a girl laugh, then you're in, baby. You're in like Flynn. Look at me. I'm an ugly fucker, and I married a very, very, very beautiful woman. Okay? And I tell you now, it's not my money. It's not my looks. It's definitely not my package size. I'll tell you that. Because
are we talking about your surplus package?
Yeah, that's it. My Scotty Morrison surplus package. It's definitely not that. It's because when we first met, I made her laugh.
Yeah.
I made her laugh, and I made her feel good about herself. You make a girl laugh, you make a girl feel good about herself and how she is. Yep. And I tell you now, looks don't mean a fucking thing.
Yeah, it's important to teach the kids that.
I mean, some of my mates are the ugliest fucking dudes I've ever met. Like, if my dog looked like some of my friends, I'd shave its asshole and teach it to walk backwards.
But girls think dogs are cute, right?
Well, there you go. Therein lies your answer.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how they get it. Look, you make a girl laugh. Like, it's a confidence thing. You could be the best looking fucking dude in the world, fucking buff arms, fucking beautiful Adonis fucking looks.
And you were saying, you were talking about this in terms of just performing in front of a crowd. Like, for me, very much in my own mind, I'm an introvert, but when I pick up the guitar and play, I just lose myself in it. And that sounds a bit wanky, and it is wanky, but if you've got that ability to just disconnect from that fear of rejection and just lose yourself in what it is you're doing.
Have you had more
people
girls,
respond to that? Not just girls, but people respond to it, and that's hugely important. I was going to say, have you had more girls
respond to you now? Like, have you had girls actually come up to you and try and engage in chat? And I think more than
and
I
still get nervous with it.
It's
believe it or not.
Because of confidence. And this is what I was getting to. It's like, you could be the fucking best looking person, Adonis, abs, everything like that. But if you've got a fucking personality, of a fucking wet mop, you're gonna girls are gonna get bored. They're gonna go, you're more arm candy. But if you can make them laugh, you have the confidence. They see that, they go, fuck, he's out there, he likes it, you know.
Unless you're Andrew Newton. A big shout out to Andrew Newton.
Fucking he can package.
Yeah,
ladies
the package.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Newton.
Yeah, good-looking guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put I'll get his permission first, but I'm going to put a picture of this guy up on Generation Random page.
Yep.
The guy is fucking good looking.
Yep.
He is funny. He's confident, and he's fucking smart. He's like